Hello, hello. Welcome to the latest video from your favorite Canadian stranger, the man you know as Reed. Hit my music. I don't have music. This is amateur. This is low key, but better. Year 4, better. Progress, better. Hi, welcome. This video is long overdue because it is April 2nd and I'm wearing an Edmonton Oilers Ryan Nugent-Hopkins hockey jersey to celebrate the Oilers being eliminated from competing in the Stanley Cup playoffs this year again. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. No. This is, as you can tell, I don't usually have a plan. I just go with the flow. This, for you, Mark, specifically for you, Mark, my friend who lives on an island somewhere. Maybe you know where Aquaman is, Vancouver Island. Figuring out the light thing still, so bear with me. New camera, new sound, same old Canadian, well, not old, middle-aged? I don't know. Anyway, top 11 movies 2018. Why 11? Because 11 is one of my favorite numbers. 11 belongs to one of the greatest hockey players of all time. My favorite hockey player of all time, Mark Messier. He's the reason I'm a New York Ranger fan. Let me adjust my hat a little bit. When the Edmonton Oilers traded Mark Messier, I became a New York Ranger fan for life. I'm still a New York Ranger fan. And that's just the way it is. Plus, you got to be different on YouTube. You got to be a little creative. You know, you can't be wacky, too wacky. So top 11. So all my lists moving forward with year 4 of my amateur YouTube channel will be top 11 lists. Let's drink some Coca-Cola. Now, quick little thing. I'm currently working and living in a small town in Alberta called Lac La Biche, which is a very beautiful place filled with many, many good people. But it's a backwards town. And, you know, the home of many gas stations and many liquor stores, but no movie theater. There was a movie theater. It was shut down when I got here in May 2016. And then they demolished it like a year later. So I can't see movies as actively as I normally would when I lived in a civilized city like Edmonton, my hometown, my home city. Home of West Edmonton Mall, home of the Edmonton Oilers, the worst run franchise in the NHL of the last decade. So in 2017, I was able to see 17 movies in the movie theater thanks to my friend Catlin, the biggest Colorado Avalanche fan I know. Catlin, shout out to you. I got some shout outs coming. But Catlin moved in March of last year. And then I had another movie buddy named Jamie. He sometimes went to Edmonton. But anyway, they both left where I currently am working and stuff. And everyone here just really... Anyway, I only saw 2 movies in theaters in 2018. I know, first world problems. Hashtag. But I wanted to do a list because I'm OCD. I'm detailed. I'm organized. And I wanted to do a fair list. And I tweeted it on Twitter. My phone. Anyway, I tweeted it on Twitter. But here it is. Here's a YouTube video because there's like 30 people who maybe don't follow me on Twitter, my boring PC Twitter account. So here it is. My top 11 movies of 2018. Thanks to Blu-ray technology. Thanks to 4K technology. Wow, those lights are right there. This is my top 11 movies of 2018, specifically for you, Mark. Quick shout-outs to my friend Aaron, Aaron, Catlin, Colorado Avalanche guy. Austin, codename Jimmy, codename many other names, good guy. Bottle Depot this week. See, I'm going to time this video. Bottle Depot needs to happen. Bruce in Edmonton, you might watch these videos. Robin, who just found out I make YouTube videos. Tori and Charmaine, if you're watching there too, talking about Harry Potter. Crazy. Mark, of course. And special shout out to my adult friend, London River. Always gets a shout out in all my YouTube videos now because she's hot, she's sexy, she's a nerd. Also Diana Prince, because you never know. Anyway, okay, so let me just say, I did not see Green Card, that won Best Picture. I did not see Vice, which is coming out, I think, next week on Blu-ray and 4K, which I want to see. I think it's probably going to be really good. And I didn't see Bumblebee. So I just wanted you to know that going into this list, because 10 of you might message me and go, hey, you don't have to. I'm telling you, I'm being honest. Okay, so top 11 films, 2018. And then I'm going to tell you the worst movie of the year and a couple other disappointments. Here we go. Number 11, Death Wish. Death Wish, the remake with Bruce Willis, directed by Eli Roth, who usually makes really gross movies with really bad scripts. Cabin Fever, The Green Inferno. I mean, they're enjoyable, kind of, but he hires the worst actors. He did a movie called Knock Knock with Keanu Reeves. That was actually not bad, because he hired Keanu Reeves, someone who could act. But he usually puts a stupid girlfriend in all these movies. But anyway, Death Wish was a remake. Bruce Willis gave a shit. He actually decided he wanted to care about this role. Did some great acting, and it was a good movie. So Death Wish was number 11. Got my list over there. Creed 2, number 10. Number 10, Creed 2. Now, I know a couple friends, Mark, Catlin, you guys were really high on this movie, and that's cool. Maybe you're really high. I don't know. You're not. But Creed 2 would have been better if there was a final resolution scene at the end between some of the main characters. We never got it. And in one of the deleted scenes, there was kind of a scene like that. But it wasn't in the movie. So because of that, Creed 2 is number 10 on my list. Number 9 on my list, a movie I'm shocked that I enjoyed, a movie that I'm shocked was made, and a movie that I'm also shocked is on my list. Jimmy, your favorite movie since Superbad, Venom, number 9, Venom. Really enjoyed it. Surprised that I enjoyed it, even though they didn't do any references to Spider-Man or Peter Parker, which was kind of lame. Pretty enjoyable movie. Tom Hardy was really good. Special effects were good. The interaction between Venom and Tom Hardy were great. I actually surprised myself by how much I enjoyed it. Number 8. I don't know if there's a movie that received more internet hate last year. You know what I'm talking about, like Ricky Bobby. I don't know what to do with my hands. Solo, A Star Wars Story. This movie got a lot of hate on the internet, and I get it. Everyone's still mad about The Last Jedi. Everyone's mad at Rian Johnson. And everyone's mad because they kind of inferred that Lando Calrissian had sex with a robot. I get it. Trust me, I get it. It's weird times in the PC American culture where they're still dealing with racism, afraid of women who are pretty and want to control their bodies, and PC culture because, you know. So, I enjoyed Solo, A Star Wars Story. Was it the worst movie ever? No. Is it the worst Star Wars movie? No. That's The Last Jedi. I enjoyed Solo, A Star Wars Story. Could have been a little bit better? Yes. Could Lando have been in it a little bit more? Yes. But the lead actor was really good. Chewie was really good. Woody Harrelson was amazing. And the it looked fantastic. It's a Star Wars movie. They spent lots of money. It looked great. I enjoyed it. So yeah, number 8 on my list. Number 7, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Enjoyable movie, once again. I mean, MCU makes many enjoyable movies. I love Paul Rudd as Ant-Man. I love Michael Douglas as Hank Pym. I like the side characters. I liked Ghost. I liked Michelle Pfeiffer. I was surprised how much I enjoyed this movie. It was entertaining, and it was really funny. But not funny in a Thor Ragnarok, let's be a comedy way. Funny, as in, the movie's funny, not a comedy. In case you didn't figure it out, I'm not a big fan of Thor Ragnarok. That's another conversation. Number 6 on my list, The Equalizer 2. It was a good movie. It was a good sequel. It went a little weird. Denzel Washington is usually great in everything. And they also had one of my favorite characters from Game of Thrones Season 4. You know, that guy. Can't remember his name. Not in Game of Thrones mode. But anyway, you guys know who I'm talking about. He was in Equalizer 2. It was a good movie. Violent. Awesome. Good action scenes. Good story. Denzel Washington usually always makes good movies. And yeah, I hope they make an Equalizer 3. Number 5. My top 5. Boom. Just watched this last week. This week. Last week? Bohemian Rhapsody. Winner of 4 Academy Awards, including Best Actor, for Rami Malek. Holy F. Loved this movie. Enjoyed this movie. It's so weird that Bryan Singer directed, I want to say 80% of this movie and then was fired because apparently Bryan Singer is like a really big scumbag behind the scenes. And apparently he was lazy and never showed up on time to direct this movie that won 4 Oscars and has made over $850 million worldwide. Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody, the story of Freddie Mercury and Queen. Didn't know Freddie Mercury was part indie, like from India. Crazy. Great. I love Queen. Queen's always been one of my favorite bands, one of the top 10 bands of all time. Enjoyable movie. The Live Aid performance is one of the best rock concerts performances in history. Look it up on YouTube. It is known. Queen is one of the greatest bands of all time. And Freddie Mercury died in, I want to say, 1992? 1991? And Queen was that amazing in the 70s, 80s, and early 90s. Awesome movie. Maybe the best rock biopic so far. Number 4 on my list. Was so happy to get this movie in the mail when I did. Thank you, online shopping, because most people in Lac La Biche spend their money with online shopping because there's nowhere to spend money in Lac La Biche. Too bad. A Star is Born, Lady Gaga, Bradley Cooper. Holy F. This movie was amazing. Lady Gaga turning in an Oscar-nominated performance. Great songs, great music, great story. Sad, tragic, entertaining. Such a good movie. Just all around entertaining. If you didn't think Lady Gaga could act because you just didn't, and you never watched American Horror Story Hotel, where she was amazeballs, she maybe should have won the Best Actress Oscar, where I thought it was going to go to Glenn Close, but they didn't even give it to her. So yeah, A Star is Born, number 4. Number 3 on my list, top 11 movies, 2018. DC went with another winner, Aquaman. Aquaman, the highest grossing film in the DC cinematic universe, DC extended universe, whatever they're calling it. Aquaman was awesome, entertaining, great special effects, looked amazing. Amazing. Aquaman. Who would have thought? $1 billion movie. Crazy. Good job, Zack Snyder. You idiot. Ugh. Number 2 on my top 11 movies, 2018. This movie, universally, pretty much everyone loved, and it was amazing. That a franchise going this long could stay this good or keep getting better is insane. Mission Impossible 6 Fallout. Whew. Amazing. Tom Cruise. Who cares if he's into Scientology? Who cares if he's really short? He's the best movie actor of our generation, and he keeps producing hits, and he keeps making entertaining movies, and he's bounced back from the hatred he got in the mid-2000s because he jumped on Oprah's couch. Awesome. Love this movie. And the number 1 movie, 2018, obviously, I only saw 2 movies in the theater, and this was the first one and the main one. Avengers: Infinity War. The greatest movie in the MCU universe, the second best superhero comic book movie of all time. Avengers: Infinity War was outstanding with its everything. It started off, boom, just the Russo brothers created magic with all these different characters and different stories, and somehow they made it work. And somehow they made all these characters and all these storylines mesh together Zack Snyder should have learned something. Could have learned a lot, but ego. Avengers: Infinity War was amazing, and the fact that MCU had some balls, and wow. Best movie of 2018 is Avengers: Infinity War. I'm sorry if you put Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse on your list and you're older than 18, maybe you should get some counseling. Mark. Yeah. Black Panther was not on my list. That was actually the number 13th favorite film for me, because Black Panther is the most overrated superhero movie of all time. Internet PC culture. Deadpool 2, the only other movie I saw in a movie theater, was number 12 on my list, just so you know. Number 14 was First Man, that Ryan Gosling movie about Neil Armstrong. Apparently Neil Armstrong was kind of an asshole. And number 15 was Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. But that's my top 11. That's all you care about. That's why 10 of you are going to watch this video, and maybe one of you are going to give me a thumbs up. So thank you. And for the record, the worst movie I saw in 2018 was Shane Black's The Predator. Holy F, that movie was complete, utter trash, garbage. Oh. I even watched it a second time just to make sure, was it that bad? Yeah, it was that bad. Anyway, I'm Reed. This is my YouTube channel. This is my top 11 movies of 2018. April 2nd, Oilers are out of the playoffs again. I am a man-child living in a small town in Alberta that has like 6 or 7 gas stations and 6 or 7 liquor stores. That's why my basement is the Bat Cave. And this is why I do this. Anyway, tell a friend if you're a friend of mine, if you worked with me, if you know me. Tell a friend, tell somebody. Subscribe, like. Cheers. Thanks for watching. And more videos coming, because what else am I going to do? Cheers.